Hey everyone, welcome back to Poplar Preparedness. Getting a lot of reports from you guys from all over the country as well as all over the world of empty shelves, things missing, and of course the biggest thing on everyone's minds is the egg shortage, the egg prices, and we're seeing a lot of those reports coming in. I'm going to kind of skip most of the prices of eggs out there. Just know that it is a lot in most places, particularly in the United States and the UK. Prices of eggs are up significantly everywhere. So do what you can to kind of either get by without, and I will give you a tip at the end of the video on how to substitute something for your eggs in baking. Justice for All says, Steve, a couple of days ago, a member of our MAG, or Mutual Assistance Group, right, took a picture of our local Safeway coolers. They are putting empty Dole banana boxes in the coolers and stacking frozen goods in front of them to make them look full. We are in Bonnie Lake, Washington, a small town 30 minutes east of Tacoma. It is getting real. Harriam says, just left Costco in Nashua, New Hampshire on the Massachusetts border. There were only 7.5 dozen packages, so 7.5 dozen in one package, for sale for $23.99 available, and only about 25 of those packs were available. So I'm hearing that from multiple people that you're having to buy like really big packs of eggs in order to get eggs. A lot of people are looking at those big packs and like, we can't eat that many eggs. There are some things that you can do about that. Remember, once again, I mentioned that you can use mineral oil. Take just either dip the eggs in the mineral oil, or you can take something with mineral oil on it and wipe down the egg. Make sure you cover the egg all the way around. There has to be a coating all the way around the egg. That will act as basically a new bloom that has been put on the egg. Then put all those eggs in the fridge, and they should last at least 6 months. That will get you a lot further along. That way you have time to eat through those eggs. You can also dehydrate eggs. You can also freeze the eggs, crack the eggs, drop them in a bag and put them in there, or in a cup, and like a paper cup, and freeze them. Or you can use the eggs into like an ice cube tray. That works too if the eggs are small enough and the ice cube tray is big enough. A lot of ice cube trays are a little too small for that though. DR says, Southeast Kentucky. I do a lot of shopping in central Kentucky around Lexington. We have had shortages of Gatorade and other products in that category for well over a year. Not sure why. Store workers say that they cannot get it. Also seeing shortages of flour, rice, and dry beans. Cannot find cornmeal. Haven't been able to find it for months. I figure it's related to the loss of crops in the Midwest. Not seeing a lot of refrigerated dough products like biscuits, pie crusts, rolls. Eggs are crazy expensive. In my hometown last week, $8.99 a dozen if you can even find them. Now that is higher than what we're seeing elsewhere, so you might want to shop around if that's all you're seeing there. Eric says, I bought eggs yesterday in Melbourne, Australia. There were only a few dozen left. Freezers of frozen vegetables were only about 1/3 full. Salads were low in number and were near the used by date. There was also hardly any frozen seafood. Now, there has been a lot of flooding in Australia just recently, so I don't know if that's affecting things right there. We have heavy flooding, of course, in California right now, which may disrupt some of the salads and greens and vegetables and such like that in the United States. Gray Baller says, went into town for the Walmart here in northeast South Dakota for some squeeze parquet. So that's the margarine, right? I use it for my smoked ribs. The entire margarine rack butter rack was empty, not one item. So not just the squeeze parquet, but all of them. And we're coming over your place for ribs later. That sounds delicious. If you can still make it without that, yikes. Advance says no NyQuil at Rite Aid, nor generic or the real stuff in Wilmington, Delaware. Tamara says, just went to Costco in Oregon City, Oregon area. No eggs at all. Asked the cashier and she said they have had no eggs for weeks. Milk is low. Organic chicken is being used to fill the case, 20 foot long by 4 foot wide. Normally 5 different options: breasts, tenderloins, legs, thighs, wings. Now all organic chicken in a 4x4 case and only wings and breasts. Normally 2 varieties of organic spaghetti sauce in a 4x8 space, 8 deep. Now only 1 variety in a 4x4 space, half full, no back stock. Things are getting real out there. All you have to do is just look for it. Freedom Sassy says, Meijer in Marion, Ohio is out of stock on pork. Only thing they had was 2 packages of chops and ribs. Shelves are full of gaps. Ground beef is $2.99 a pound. Needless to say, we got ground beef and left. Prices are off the charts. Too many gaps. We went to Kroger and Walmart also. Sad watching people look at prices and walk away. But please do make sure you are looking at those prices. I know there can sometimes be an inclination for us to just be like, I need this and I don't want to know how much it's going to cost, right? But please do check the prices still. And do look for options. Some people are very focused in on a brand. This might be a good time to test some other brands, some generic options, if you haven't tried them before. If you tried them and you're like, I just don't want that, then, you know, do what you can. But if you haven't tried a generic of something, you might want to try it and just see if you can kind of handle it, because that's definitely going to be a lot cheaper way to save money out there. Madam K in northeast Wisconsin, Appleton area, says low eggs, low butter, low bread, low pasta, low canned goods. The canned goods looked good. No oatmeal containers. Pancake mix was gone. Spices low. Sugar and flour were gone at Walmart. Omen says in the UK, cough meds, painkillers and kid medicine is hard to find. Here too, my friend. Sherry in Paducah, Kentucky says, went to Walmart today, 60 count eggs for $24. Also no gallon water. Gatorade almost empty and plenty of sugar and flour prices going up. Thought I'd give you this update of what's going on around here. Kathy, just north of Detroit, Michigan. She gave the town, but we'll just anonymize it just a little bit. Yesterday, my husband and I went to Whole Foods just to take a look around and compare it with our local grocery stores. Our local grocery stores are Walmart, Kroger, and Meijer. We don't shop at Whole Foods because it's way too expensive for us. The yellow stickers, there's yellow stickers for Amazon Prime people. You need the app on your phone and be able to log in. That's what I was told. The eggs say $5.49, and there's an empty shelf right below the eggs. The Amazon discount crackers are in short supply. Bagged salads / greens had a lot of missing packages. The fresh fruit containers are also very sparse, and the prepackaged meats were sparse also. In general, Whole Foods shelves were stocked better than our grocery stores, but again, the price is much higher. So yeah, we're seeing that across the board. Higher price areas do have better stock. Folks, if you have an update you want to pass along, use the word update and a comment down below in any one of the videos. use the word update and give us some sort of geographical location for you. If it's a state, if it's a part of a state, go ahead and do that. Stay safe out there, folks. And please do keep your reports coming on what's short in your area, what you're missing, and what you're experiencing. If you have anything you want to email me directly, you can do that at poplarpreparedness@gmail.com. And please do make sure you signed up for my newsletter in case I get booted off the platform or something. And also we are sending out weekly newsletters for free that have some practical tips and tricks to help you in your preparedness. All right, folks, if you want to check out another video, there's one right here. I'll see you over there, or I'll see you later. Steve Poplar out.